Alright, and hello again to YouTube. What's up, what's good, what's cracking? My name is Crackin Atkins, bringing some Persona 4 Arena matches to you all today. As mentioned in my previous video, this is going to be my tournament footage from the Time to Make Furious Actions bracket hosted through the Persona 4 PC Discord server that I was talking about in that last video. And I mean, speaking of my previous video, I just want to quickly say thank you to kind of all the support that I received for that P4AU video. It ended up being one of my best performing videos, which I'm super glad to see that the love for the game that I have was kind of shared with that many people. It's really an amazing thing to see. I do hope that upon watching it that some of you decided to give the server a shot, or like at least follow the stream on YouTube and Twitch to watch some P4AU, because they definitely be going live. You know, the Twitch and YouTube channels actually go live quite a bit outside of tournament time with like some solid exhibition sets that they hold that are worth keeping an eye out for. And even like some casual sets here and there, if I'm not mistaken. So definitely support P4PC on Twitch and YouTube. But yeah, also to add on to that, additionally in relation to the server, my video and tournaments and such, it's something worth mentioning is that the P4PC Discord server is going to be hosting another tournament. It's actually coming up on June 19th. This is going to be the Personas, Ladders, and Chairs P4AU PC Beginner Tournament. So this is actually a tournament that's specifically made for beginners and newcomers to Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. And I mean, if you maybe enjoyed my previous video, or have joined the server, or you're kind of on the fence about the likelihood of being able to find games that are at your skill level or anything like that, I think now is a very, very fantastic time to join the server. I mean, currently, as I speak, there's 28 players in the bracket, and just generally speaking, there's definitely plenty of opportunities to kind of find warm-up games in the server before the beginner bracket starts. And there's just a solid community that you could like ask questions or kind of get to know the game before kind of diving in. So don't be shy. You know, beginner tournaments are kind of a more constant as of late, and I think they are a great way to extend the community and give a spotlight and platform to the roots of the community. And I think just all around they tend to be a lot of fun for spectators and competitors. So with that, on June 19th, Personas, Ladders, and Chairs P4AU PC Beginner Tournament, please consider joining and definitely consider watching, because I will definitely be spectating. But leading from that, to kind of show how the P4PC community gets down when it comes to a tournament setting, I'm going to go ahead and talk about the tournament that I entered, which was actually Time to Make Furious Actions. This tournament happened on May 22nd. It had 31 players from all across North America, and there was definitely some recognizable faces and strong players within the bracket. And I was super hyped. You know, going into it, I wasn't really fully sure what to expect, because like although I did kind of make my rounds and play like a good amount of players to prepare for the tournament, not very many of those players I played were actually in the bracket. So that just kind of goes to show how popular the P4PC community is when it comes to the amount of people that are in the server. But still, I was pretty excited to fight some new faces and see how far I could make it. I haven't played in a Persona 4 Arena Ultimax tournament since Evo 2019, so there was definitely a lot of rust to shake off, but I definitely had some fun. So my first match was going up against Howler 445. So going based off of their challenge icon, I actually fully expected for this to be an Elizabeth player, but it actually turned out to be a Marie player once we got the character select. So I was a bit nervous about this one. Marie is someone who I straight up do not and did not see a lot of throughout my history of playing P4AU, so this is going to be a really interesting round one for me personally. Ironically enough, after this tournament, I actually started diving into the lab with some potential secondary characters, and who I've been having the most fun with lately are Margaret and Marie. So maybe this tournament match is kind of foreshadowing my enjoyment and latter actions, but this was a really good match. I feel like me and Howler were pretty evenly matched overall, so ended up coming kind of down to the wire. Of course, I am playing Rise, only character I'd be playing in tournament. I guess my approach was, I know that Marie has like a random item sort of thing, and that she can kind of be frustrating when she gets started, so I just kind of wanted to basically get started before she gets started, which is not a bad strategy to do altogether, really, in an anime game, honestly. But yeah, just scanning. Got some nice Persona breaks here. I noticed that Howler was taking to the skies quite a bit, so just setting up those JDs to scan to kind of nullify anything that's being set up there was seemingly a good strat. Got a big jump in there. Yeah, forcing a burst off that crouch confirm. I was definitely ready for the 214B. Yeah, you can see just playing really in and out type of game. Really both of us just kind of feeling checked out. That was a fatal error, and so that's going to be a common theme throughout the entirety of these sets. I can tell you that right now. I mashed DP way too much, so like I had a lot of good momentum going on for like the initial parts of that set, and then yeah, one mash DP and I died because Marie was in Awakening. Not a great idea. That move right there too, I think that's her jump C if I'm not mistaken. So seeing that while playing this match, I was a little bit freaked out, because I'm like, what is that? She's like in the air, she's stalling, and she's coming down with this multi-hit special move, and I was like freaking out over a bit. But then like as the set started going along, I just had to really take that move for what it was, and I was like, oh, it's just a dive kick. Like honestly, in all aspects of it, it's literally just a dive kick. It looks scary, but it's not truly, you just gotta anti-air it. So this time I'm going a little bit more on the offensive. I was not happy about the way that first match went down. Again, have a nice life lead, not looking to throw it this time around. I think that was an unfortunate drop there from Howler. I'm not sure if they kind of wanted that input, but going into round 3. And I'm still kind of teetering with the idea of this in and out type of game plan, because it's been working pretty well thus far, despite the really big mistake I made in round 1. Game plan seems to be working out. Yeah, defense had me a bit scary, or like a bit scared, because like I didn't really know what to fully expect. So just trying to stay mostly solid there, not have to use too many defensive meter interactions like rolling out or anything. Oh, there's that dive kick. Bane of my existence, man. Okay, able to stuff it out, get a burst. It's gonna make things a bit simpler for me. I don't have very good positioning though. I'm nearing the corner, and Marie is getting on and popping. She has 100 meter. I'm in a lot of trouble. I don't have a burst at all. So this is a fantastic snowball opportunity for Howler. You can see them taking full advantage of it. Big damage. I don't know if that was a drop or whatever, but I'm definitely hurting. I need to get out of here. Recognize it. Get out of there immediately. This wasn't the best combo to go for, especially that I didn't have an ender. I was in Awakening and I put Marie in Awakening. I should have cashed out on a lot more damage there, but still get the all-out attack, and we take those. So I was able to narrowly get game 1 there. Again, a lot of I think both of us just kind of filling each other out, because I don't know how many Risei players are around in the server, but yeah, I think the jump Ds of like the scan was definitely kind of deterring, because I noticed that although that jump C was scary at first and like was a dive kick, one of the answers is anti-airing, but also if I just preemptively had the scan set up, that thing has a good amount of startup, and it persona breaks on contact. So putting in some of the game plan. Nice crouch confirm, and I get it. So super good stuff. That was something that I had been practicing a little bit before this tournament, making sure that my crouch confirms were a bit better. Alright, as of right now, making some good pacing. I think that was an input error. I think I wanted 2, 3, 6B into that super, but still not the worst thing in the world. Oh my gosh, yeah, very nice. That looked like a little bit of a safe jump set of it into the throw. Oh, but it dropped. Unfortunate. Didn't get much off of it, but the attack again. Scumbag tactics, but it's working out. Alright, yeah, that dive kick yet again. I have yet to, so although I'm saying now that like, I recognize mid-set that it was kind of a dive kick, and kind of the options I have around it, I have yet to do anything to counteract it. So I haven't done a 2B, I haven't done a DP, I'm mostly just eating it, and it's kind of starting to catch up with me. I was completely thrown off by that situation. I was not expecting DP. I didn't even know the animation for her DP, so I got really bad punish. I'm still, going for those DPs on wake up. They have at least been making contact this time around. And I am up around, so not the worst risk to take, needing to make a comeback. Got a lot of meter on deck. That dive kick, man. Okay. Activate the Ouroboros, try to make something happen. That was fantastic recognition there from Howler, and not just being afraid, because that's something that I will do. I will just pop Ouroboros from time to time, just because I have those hitboxes around me and I'll play kind of fearless. But you definitely can hit Risei, if you have like the proper counteraction. So I was good on Howler doing that call out, not falling subject to any pressure or anything. All right. There we go. I finally 2B'd the dive kick. After all this time, I was able to find an opportunity to 2B the dive kick. Had scan set up in the back. Not the greatest punish in the world, just because I did hyper jump back and commit, but I still did get a persona break. So I'm making fantastic pacing. Howler in Awakening gets the scan. Very nice anti-air there from Howler. And this is a very big opportunity to make some big stuff happen because they have Awakening, damage buff on deck, had some meter. Maybe we could have even gotten more off that combo. It definitely even things up. Howler going persistent with those dive kicks. I'm shook. I'm like, yo, please stop. Let's play some nooch. Howler said, no, I gotta come back to make. And like, I'm dead, question mark? Not quite, not quite. Still dive kicks. And Howler made that impressive comeback. That was very, very good on Howler. I mean, throughout the entirety of the set, like I said, I was not dealing with that dive kick as well as I could have. If it was a preemptive kind of action of setting something up to snipe out the dive kick, I did that okay. But as far as like actively dealing with the dive kick under pressure with proper 2Bs or proper DPs, I did not do very good at that. So forcing it to a game 3 situation, dive kicks away. Yeah, I was hoping that I was just close enough to get a 5A and have it hit airborne, and I was just going to route into like 2B into electricity and stuff, but I was just not close enough at all. I had to micro dash. Alright, so I have some decent positioning here. Nice anti-air, being a little bit more cognizant about the air control that I'm going to need to implement. That time didn't I hit a button, switching the sides. Yeah, this is like, I started realizing that I don't like this situation. Like, the corner in general is like not where you want to be, but against Marie, this is oppressive, man. Like, I did not like dealing with this, and I lost a lot of rounds like this. I noticed I was just losing a lot of rounds in the corner, so yeah, not a real combo. A little bit unfortunate for Howler, taking a little bit of unnecessary damage. Got music note set up as well. Good idea to escape, because I actually was expecting the dive kick there, but ended up doing the, I think that's jump D. Yeah, Howler definitely giving me a run for my money here. So Howler's on match point. Again, those preemptive scans to just kind of snipe out the dive kicks, I have been decent on. That was insane. Like, I was not expecting for that to make contact at all from where I was, but here we are. Okay, yeah, this time I do get the proper punish off the landing with the 5A, but I just dropped the combo. Howler's been, I think throughout the entirety of this set, in terms of anti-air capabilities, Howler's definitely shown that they have been a little bit more consistent in that department, and I think it was definitely a big aspect of how this match went so close. Okay, Awakening on deck for me. This is a big opportunity for me to get big damage. Howler recognizes it, gets that burst. I activate the Ouroboros as a counter response to the dive kick in mid-air. It was a response. I don't know if it was the best response, but it was a response. The best response is always all-out attack. That is the moral of the story here. Alright, so this is going all the way to the final game. Right, game 3, round 3. Tense stuff all around. Trying to go for electricity, trying to cover that space, trying to make sure I don't get rushed down. Burst immediately. I do not want to be under pressure. Like I said, the corner was where I was dying and like under pressure from Marie, so you can see my newfound approach. Let's get started before she gets started. That was a very nice neutral jump for me to bait the throw. Really kind of snowballing here. Is that dead? Not quite. One more mix. She is an Awakening. Blocked the wake up super, and I was able to take it over Howler 2-1. That was a great set. It was a great set for me to kind of start out with, because again, I felt that me and Howler were pretty evenly matched, and we're just kind of like trying to feel each other out for the most part. Yeah, I would love to play them again. Just to, like I said, I've been learning Marie a little bit lately, and they were definitely a good kind of introduction to the character. So GG's to Howler. Alright, so for my winners round 2 match, I'ma just say it ahead of time. I don't know if I'm gonna have like a lot of meaningful insight for this match, because I got kind of washed. So my next opponent was Guymam, which I already expected to be a pretty tough match. Not only because Guymam is a proficient player, I mean, and that even just saying that might be underselling him a bit, because spoiler alert, Guymam ended up taking the entire tournament, but like also because I just absolutely despise Minazuki. Like, it is one of my least favorite fighting game characters of all time. And like, over the summation of like all P4AU tournaments I've entered in the past, Minazuki is the character that I've lost the most. So this is going to be a tough draw for me. What I will say about the match is that me and Guymam are actually both California based, and we played like in a couple of like local tournaments and things like that. So I was hoping that the match could be played on the California server, but it ended up being played on Texas. I think the 3 servers in rotation for the tournament were Texas, Louisiana, and New York, if I'm not mistaken. One of those may be wrong, but it made sense since most of the bracket was East Coast oriented, and it would have been nice to have the connection be as stable as possible since the opportunity presented itself. What I won't say about this match is that having the California server would have changed the outcome, because like I got mauled. Like, this was not pretty. So yeah, you can see me already taking a good amount of damage, throw mix. I have no burst. I've made multiple mistakes to put myself in this situation. I did realize through playing Guymam though that like really one of my biggest issues was getting my game plan started. I spent so much time on the defense and so much time trying to play around Guymam's pace without really getting anything of my own started, and I think that was a real big problem, because like Guymam definitely has a game plan. You know, they're definitely super comfortable with Minazuki, moving around with Minazuki, playing neutral with Minazuki, and like me not only playing around Minazuki, but maybe even just a bit of like getting something started with Risei. There was just like not much going on there at all. You can see me just kind of flailing, trying to find a way to get out of pressure, a way to do anything, because like I am not getting anything started here at all. That gets the knockdown, some nice air buttons just deterring me from being able to get out of this corner. And again, like I said, that's going to be a common theme throughout these sets: bad reversal DPs. So game 1 goes down in that manner. I will say in game 2, I tried to wake up a bit and tried to be a little bit more aggressive, or just like do more actions that aren't blocking, right? Because I don't want to be under pressure. I don't want to be under defense against this character. I say as I round start backdash, but don't mind that. So you can see me trying to have a little bit more presence, trying to put more stuff on the screen, trying to jump around a bit more. Just do stuff, you know? Yeah, right there. Just got sniped underneath. Able to roll through. Put Guymam in the corner. That was a very nice DP interruption. Not taking any fake pressure. Roll through my DP. Mistakes have been made. I bursted probably just a little bit too late. If I was going to burst, I should have committed to it way earlier. And this sucks. Not quite dead though. Yeah, you see, even through the beginning parts of the set, trying to mix things up and play a little bit more elusive, it was just like as soon as I got pressured, or as soon as I was like in the corner or anything, it was just a wrap. It was curtains. Alright, this time getting a 2B. That was mistimed on the JB there. I was hoping it would hit meaty. Unfortunately, it just all whiffed, so I was susceptible to wake up throw. No tech here, which is gonna come back to bite me. Another throw as well. The corner, my best friend for the entirety of this set. DP actually working out this time. I'm trying to make that final stand. All out attack. I'm flailing. I'm going in. I want a round. Okay. Decision making there for the lockdown. That was actually pretty cheap and well executed. Burst. I'm trying to move. I'm trying to get things going. I'm back in the corner though. I don't know how we did this, but reversal DP. He's in awakening. I have him on the ropes. Not really. I'm still on the ropes, but this is progress. Yeah, you can see him playing super patient, just forcing me to approach, see if I'm going to make any mistakes, and yeah, was able to get that hit. So definitely solid stuff to Guymam. As I said, not an opponent to sleep on at all. Guymam is super proficient and one of like the kind of definitely more prominent members of the server, and somebody who is like always pushing for P4AU to begin with, and a believer of the game. So it was cool to face them, and happy to see their performance in this tournament as well. But I want my run back. Alright, so I'm in the losers bracket. I gotta fight for my life, and the first person I gotta fight against is Cartonguy. So this is a name I hadn't seen before, but I was kind of intrigued to fight against when I found out that they played Teddy. So like, as everybody knows, I've been in the BB tag dimension for a very long time. I know that Teddy in this game, Persona 4 Arena Ultimax, has like way more items, so I was kind of expecting to be caught off guard a lot, because Teddy's rotation of items in this game, just like Teddy as a character in this game, is a completely different story if compared to BB tag. So with that, I want to at least apply as much pressure as possible with some type of rush down and screen control, just to deter item tosses. Kind of similar to the Howler match. Just don't let them get started, because dear God, I do not want to have to learn about Teddy items in a 1st-to-2 setting. I'm gonna get bopped. So luckily, I think I executed on that pretty well as we're heading into game 1 here, letting the intros rock out, of course. Let's see, a little bit of hesitancy for me at first. I see the first item, and I actually tried to snipe him out with the scan that ended up working really well against Howler, but I got Persona broken, so gotta be careful about that with the active frames on some of the Teddy items and how I try to contest him. Right now, the neutral is literally just flailing. I was really afraid of him setting up this TV because I thought that was going to be the teleport. I know not to take that. That's the cursed food. Alright, so yeah, finally finding an opening here after jockeying around in neutral for a bit. Yeah, there was a bit of hesitancy from me at first of just like kind of figure out how I was going to deal with this, but this corner positioning is great. Get my combo. And that's something I've been going, so that's a combo that I've like always done, like in corner positionings, but that's a little bit of a thing that I put at the end of it, doing the 2-2-C, I think it is. It's basically like the lightning that kind of tracks in the air. It could catch people's tech, which I think is pretty decent since I'm committing to that combo. I don't get any Oki, so it's kind of like a pseudo or ground thing to kind of set up. But yeah, take game 1. Oh my God, that's the classic right there, dude. That as a round start option, no matter whatever the game, it's always gonna be good. There we go. I already told you guys the story of this tournament is it's time to make furious actions. I make a lot of furious actions. Some of them pay off, some of them don't. That one should not have paid off. I got away with murder, and I did not get punished. Yeah, you see Cartonguy kind of getting on a roll here, recovering pretty well after that. Game 1, I see the barrel and I instantly got PTSD of literally any other time in any other context I've seen a barrel, and I'm like, I gotta go in. Pretty decently executed. Got a scan, back in the corner, get a nice jump in. Really glad. Oh my God, never mind. I was gonna say I'm really glad I got that combo because I was actually routing into the proper thing, and then I dropped it right when I was proud of myself. Okay, I think my man's literally started teabagging in the corner there. I don't know. I honestly, I think he was trying to go for an instant kill. Because like you saw that like off of the teabags, he actually ended up like whiffing throw. So I think he was trying to go for a last ditch effort instant kill. But either inputted it improperly or didn't have the proper amount of resources. But I remember when playing that, I chuckled a bit because I'm just like, what's going on? Yeah, because the input for instant kill, I think it's 2-2 B plus C. But anyways, or B plus D. Anyways, Cartonguy makes the switch to Adachi. And at this point, I am very comfortable because I said I was playing some kind of like some warm-up matches in the weeks leading up to this tournament, and the character I fought the most, this server has a lot of Adachi players, man. Like I fought a lot of Adachi when I was like trying to get ready to play in this tournament, so definitely had a lot of matchup experience. Kind of led to some of the points I was able to cover in the previous video of doing that Adachi in BB Tag versus Adachi and P4AU comparison. You know, part of what led me to want to cover that topic in that video in the first place was just how much Adachi I fought. So yeah, right now, I mean, my game plan against Adachi is like just basically not to be afraid, right? Because too much respect, you could be eating a Zeo to the face. Don't want him to get his screen control stuff started. That was unfortunate. But yeah, I was really shocked at the lack of jump approach the cartonguy wasn't implementing. We saw an attempt there, but it was with jump A, I think that is, rather than the jump. Oh, what is it in this game? Jump D, the good one. Yeah, I think those are whiffed instant kill attempts there from cartonguy. It's not paying off. I think I dropped this. Never mind. Did I kill him? No. Yeah? No. Alright, it worked out. So yeah, possibly cartonguy maybe a bit new to the game, or trying to just kind of navigate some things out. Because yeah, like I said, I would have liked to see a little bit more jump. I think it's D. Jump D. The good Adachi jump button. And yeah, at this point I was just kind of like enforcing the no, please don't do Zio from full screen. I'm going to poke it out every time. Yeah, so Persona broken, which is actually abysmal for Adachi. Adachi is such a Persona-centric character. Not having the Persona for anybody in this game can suck, but it definitely sucks more for some than others. And Adachi is one that's super affected by that. So you can see how it has paid off. cartonguy not in a favorable situation. I was able to get this punish. Was not able to kill though. Just a hit away. We're still in this if possible. Keeping the game plan going. Haven't had to sweat too much. That's a good amount of damage. And awakening too, so I have to be a little careful. And that was just an unfortunate whiff. But yeah, I was able to get the 2-0 victory over cartonguy. So like I said, a little bit of anxiety leading into that just because of character picks on Teddy. But I was a bit more comfortable when they swapped over to Adachi. And yeah, I was able to stay alive in the losers bracket because I was definitely stressed going down there and seeing that the first character I had to fight was Teddy. And that leads us to this match right here, which I mean, if you're able to look at the time bar, you know, time elapsed for YouTube videos, or if you check the bracket or anything like that, spoiler alert, this is my last match of this tournament here, but it was going up against Guymam. And so looking in the bracket, this was somebody that I was super excited to fight because I'm very familiar with Guymam from BB Tag, who's a really prominent Aegis player. So seeing that they also played Aegis in this game excited me quite a bit, and to be quite honest, it impressed me because personally, just for me, I find it very hard to duo main characters in BB Tag and other franchises. Like the button binds and just the overall flowing game plan of characters can vary so greatly between the multiple franchises, so I don't opt to play duo mains at all just for the sake of like my sanity basically. Like I even again, like not to harken back to the previous video so much, but when we went over the dichotomy of like Adachi between P4AU and BB Tag, there's just a huge difference between those characters. But really excited to see Guymam here and able to execute very well with Aegis in this game and BB Tag. Especially a character like Aegis, right, who could be a bit technical in both of those games, so even more impressive on that front. But yeah, that's one of the biggest differences right there, is those gun blasts. Like in BB Tag, they are angled a lot more upwards, so they don't really cover the ground too well. But like in this game, it's literally just like you hit that button and it's like, yeah, if you're doing anything, just stop. Like you gotta respect it. If you have a Persona on screen, it's getting sniped. Like that is such a crazy thing to have to deal with, just the angle and the like areas of the screen that it covers. And then that was another thing, you know, going up against Aegis, you know, that cross up right there. Like typically when I'm fighting Aegis and BB Tag, my idea is like, all right, she's gonna have Orgia dash and like all these things. I just gotta be really comfy on my high low. Little did I know I was gonna have to be comfy on my high low on defense and my left right. So already instantaneously being exposed to two things that I was just like completely not ready for. I was like, man, this Aegis is built different. Grimalkin's built different for being able to play Aegis so well in two different games. Went for a shimmy attempt. Grimalkin not biting. Yeah, and I mean in terms of just like being ready to counterplay this, it was a little rough. I was trying to find some opportunities to possibly to be anti-air, not necessarily on hit. Oh my god, got out of that. Schmoovin'. Yeah, and then I was also kind of realizing that if Guymam was going to be grounded, I can't really do anything like a 5C, you know, any like type of projectiles or anything that's kind of slow the scan or anything. I was going to have to find a way to go in or make Guymam think that I was going to go in to even have a chance to kind of do those options. But right now I'm sitting on a pretty decent life lead, but I know Aegis can definitely get some damage racked up. Good anti-air DP. Trying to get out of that situation. I'm going for throw baits quite a bit and Guymam is not biting. That was a very bad drop combo, but still about a hit away from taking this. Yeah, there it is. Even stuffing my roll. Like, kind of had the idea of maybe trying to roll for the gunshots. They're a little bit mistimed. And, yeah. Basically asking, are you moving? Get hit. Again, huge damage for Aegis. That was, like, an insane setup. Fortunately, getting a little bit more comfortable in matchup, so I was able to block it. To activate the Ouroboros. This was cursed. I got hit by, like, the back hitbox of the rockets there. Ouroboros did not save my life at all. We're actually getting close to a timeout here, but I was able to find a snipe with the EX disc. And so yeah, that was a pretty good response. Like, I'm getting a little bit more comfortable in the matchup and my approach. And then I DP, because this is time to make furious action. So I immediately made a furious action. And the price was not quite my life, but, you know, 25% of it leading into almost 50%, forcing a burst. Got the projectile invul, by the way, but apparently. Some type of invul, that did not work. Yeah, so I started realizing that that's like her DP, I guess. I don't know. It's glowing yellow. There's some type of info on that, but every time it happened, I was like, "There's a punish here. I'm just not ready." It's cheating. I'm like, I'm only supposed to be, you know, blocking high-low. I didn't sign up for this left-right stuff. There, you can see it right there, the tilt. Another furious action made, and another game lost because of it. Grimalkin schmoovin' out here. But I mean, there was at least some adaptation I'm starting to show. You know, I'm definitely learning. I'm like, okay, I cannot like try to contest grounded from full screen or mid screen, because Aegis is going to control that space naturally, right? Because if it's the same way that it is in BB tag, those gunshots are just a button. Like, you just hit a button and you just put all those projectiles on the screen. So see me trying to be a little bit more aggressive, going to the full screen but not committing into anything too crazy that's going to put me in trouble. I think I'm trying to force Grimalkin, trying to see if Grimalkin will approach and force him to approach to see what I could possibly do about it. I actually tried to have the smart idea there of saying, hey, you know, the bullets have a spread. Maybe if I go up in the air and do a 5C, I can just kind of like thread the needle and make one of them whiff. That was not the case. Why is it left right, dude? It's only supposed to be high low. That's cheating. Okay. Yep. Yeah, that was bad. Sniped. But recognized I'm not going to be able to do it again. Just trying to go in. We are scrapping right now, man. Yeah, that move right there, too, where she puts out the shield or some type of thing and she recovers. I actually don't really know much about the properties of that move at all. There was a couple of funky interactions that happened when that move was out there. It's something I'm really not familiar with. Oh, I feel like I could have, if not punished, at least gotten a good counter poke there. That was a pretty bad missed opportunity. Yeah, that persona move right there, just controlling a lot of the space. It looks like it has some type of guard point from the experience I had through playing Grimalkin in the set, but it was kind of hard to identify mid-set. Oh my god, some unfortunate drops. Things are going bad. Now I'm about to get timeout. Yeah, I am in Awakening, so I could be a hit away from getting me started here. I think this was not a very good usage of meter. And yeah, you can see Grimalkin able to take it, even risking the negative penalty of just like saying, yeah, I mean, I'll take negative penalty if I just have to basically force you to push for the next 12 seconds. Could have been big if I was able to find a hit, because again, I was locked up on meter. I had Awakening, but just couldn't find exactly what I needed. Grimalkin is schmoovin', flight to Magneto. This is definitely not BB tag, I guess. So much going on. Crouch confirm. Do I got these? Yes. Kinda. Okay, into the corner we go. Setting up shop. Trying to just get some things started here, man. I do have nice corner position. That could have been a big counter hit confirm, especially it was like before Awakening, so I could have made this comeback potential for Grimalkin a bit less greater. But yeah, now I'm in the corner. This is rough. I don't want to block any of this. It's DP immediately, please. Still have a burst available too, so in case I make any errors that are too fatal, I have that as a safety, but I'm not going to want to use that. Very nice snipe out with the 2C. Did not have a combo that I was able to kill, but I'm a hit away, and I did not hit confirm. I went for the all-out attack, and am I going to regret this? I bursted kind of late. This is really tense. I'm like, you know what? When in doubt, activate Ouroboros. I think I should have rolled there, to be honest, and I just need a hit. I'm trying so hard to just find this last hit that I need to get to Grimalkin. It's been the hardest task. Imagine, just because I didn't hit confirm and tried to go for an all-out attack. Look at where we are. This is so tense. Man, Grimalkin has just been navigating so well, and The name of this tournament is Time to Make Furious Actions, so rightfully so. I made a furious action. I was rewarded. I'm still in this. This is still possible. Roll through, getting a little bit of presence of mind of how to deal with some things. Even actually got the combo this time. A little bit misjudged on the trajectory of getting that JB, but I liked that round start for me. That was cheap because I thought it was a safe jump, and like it kind of wasn't. It visually looked very odd. Okay, yeah, it's time to make furious actions. Grimalkin understands. Grimalkin understands my mindset. Jeez, so much damage. Oh, and I'm thrown. Am I gonna get a burst? There's no combo. I'm throw baited. No punish though. Please get off me. Please. Let me play for a little bit longer. I just need to get out of this corner if possible. Trying to roll through, trying to do anything. That has a guard point. Yeah, Grimalkin playing it slow. All the damage has been done. I have one persona card left. I have to be very careful with how I approach or what I put out there. I have no health. Grimalkin does not need to take any big risks at all. I'm just trying my best. The reversal all out attack. I just instantly DP. There's a whiff there. It's looking not the worst thing in the world. That was a very awkward combo. And it would give me an almost favorable Oki situation. And then the DP out. I don't blame you, Grimalkin. And Grimalkin was able to take it 2-0 over me, and thus eliminating me from Time to Make Furious Actions P4AU PC tournament, leaving me with a 13th place finish. You know, not awful out of 31 players, going 2-2. So definitely looking forward to future tournaments hosted through P4PC, of course. And yeah, I can't wait to play again. This is a lot of fun. Got exposed to a lot of matchups that like I wasn't like I said, may not have had the most experience on, especially like Marie. I think like in all my experience, I maybe fought Marie like twice. So Marie was definitely an interesting one to fight. And yeah, like I said, looking forward to the next one. And again, this video was only covering my POV, you know, my point of view of the tournament. None of my matches are actually on stream. So if you want to watch the VOD of basically a whole bunch of matches that weren't covered here, there's over 5 hours worth of footage and a lot of good Persona 4 matches to watch. Definitely highly recommend checking out the P4PC Fight Club YouTube for the VOD footage of this tournament and some, like I said, some other sets, exhibitions and first tims and stuff that happen on different time to time. As I mentioned at the top of the video, Personas, Ladders, and Chairs P4AU PC Beginner Tournament number 2 happening June 19th. All right, at 3:30 p.m. Eastern time. That's 12:30 p.m. Pacific time, my time. So be sure to join the P4PC Discord if you have not already. If you're interested in joining that beginner tournament, get some games in. But that's about all that I have here for now. Definitely looking to make some more P4A content in the future. I mean, to be quite honest, it might be a bit of a standstill because Guilty Gear Strive just came out and I've definitely been mashing on that lately, but I still have P4PC present in my mind in the meantime. But for now, somebody ended this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.